I'm Richard Bland. It's the 2026 Region 10 Men's Basketball Tournament semifinal Friday here at Statesman Hall as the second semifinal ready to get underway. It's the 2-seed Brunswick Dolphins at 26-5 taking on 3-seeded USC Salkehatchie at 24-7. Hi again, everybody. Chris Shima, glad to be back with you. Who will join Gaston in the championship game tomorrow at 1? The Dolphins or the Indians? Let's find out here as we see the starters being introduced. Let me introduce you to the starters as well for Salk and head coach Matt Lynch. It's number 0, Jai Gladden. Number 1 is Gavin Ward. Number 2, Jeremiah McCain. Number 9 is Roman Cooley, and number 14, Sebastian Kramer. Salkehatchie defeating Wake Tech 109-78 in the opening round. And now for Walter Shaw and the Brunswick Dolphins today, it's number 1, Elias Bowser. Number 4 is Darius Kane. Number 15, Victor Alayo. Number 22, Linwood Rowe. And number 24 is Jamie Brooks. The Dolphins reaching the semifinals, taking out Cape Fear 109-69 yesterday. So kind of a weird quarterfinal game, especially for Brunswick. Although both teams won by 30-plus, I felt like Wake put up more of a fight. It felt more like a postseason basketball game. For Brunswick yesterday, it kind of felt like a regular season game. Cape Fear was just really didn't show up to that game at all. In fact, the Dolphins rested their starters for the bulk of that second half. Just as an example, Elias Bowser had just 1 point yesterday. You know, there just wasn't a lot. So if you're the Dolphins, you almost have to reset the batteries and get back to tournament mode here today, because yesterday very much felt like a regular season game. These two teams split during the regular season. On January 11th at Salk, Salkehatchie won by 9, 126-117. Brunswick outshot Salk in that game 60% to 47%. Salk, 11 of 26 from 3. Brunswick was just 6 of 20. Salk was plus 21 on the glass, 23 offensive rebounds. Then on February 7th, Brunswick won 104-98 on its home floor. Brunswick again outshooting Salk 52% to 39%. There were 72 combined free throws in that game. Please, dear Jesus, we do not want that kind of game here today. Salk was plus 1 on the glass, so big difference in rebounding in the first 2 games as the tip is controlled by Salkehatchie. Matchup of the previous 2 Region 10 champions here in the semifinals. Salkehatchie winning 2 years ago, and the Dolphins are the reigning champs. Chris Shima, glad to be with you. Thanks for hanging out with me here on this Friday afternoon as Kramer is off on his first attempt. And the putback is good. So Salkehatchie getting some extra chance opportunities. This is how they were able to beat Brunswick back in January. Gavin Ward scoring the first 2 of the game. Ward, 3rd in the region during the regular season at 17.8 points per game. We got a tie up here as Darius Kane gets tied up, and the possession arrow will keep it with Brunswick. Trapping pressure, helping Salkehatchie lead the nation in steals per game at 15.6 and lead the nation in scoring at 112.2 per game. I believe the issue is with the shot clock here, so it'll be 21 on the shot clock. They give Brunswick an extra second. Alayo out deep being guarded by McCain, and away from the ball we got a collision. It's going to be this kind of a game, folks. If you're not familiar with how Salk plays, it's a lot of contact. There's a double foul over there. Now, I didn't see what happened. I'm looking at the basketball. So that's Kane called for a foul. And that quickly, Kramer is out of the game as Ruben Borg checks in. Borg 12 points off the bench yesterday in the victory over Wake Tech. Here's Darius Kane out deep. Swings it out. Olio for 3. Yes. That's a good sign. Remember, Brunswick really struggled shooting the basketball the first meeting with Salkehatchie. Salkehatchie, conversely, really struggled with shooting the basketball in the rematch at Brunswick in February. Ward, what a pass. Borg, the reverse, is good. So Ward has contributed on both buckets with a field goal and an assist. That is just our 3rd lead change of the tournament. Yes, you heard me right, the tournament. We expect today's game to be pretty close. Everything else has been double digits. Victor Olio, top of the key, and we got a reach with the shot clock winding down. 2nd team foul on Salk as Rolf Jenkins comes into the game. McCain will go out. So shot clock back to 20. Bowser to inbound it for Brunswick. Darius Kane, top of the key, directing traffic. He's driving. Kane backing down, swings it out. Brooks, corner shot is good for Jamie Brooks. Brooks, who had 18 yesterday, got pretty much whatever he wanted in the paint. This time the midi. Brunswick back on top. The reverse no good by Cooley. Tipped rebound comes to Olio. Olio being hounded, gives it up to Kane. Now Bowser in the front court. Bowser down low. Couple of fakes by Rowe, who scores. Linwood Rowe puts Brunswick up 7-4. Dolphins have no problem playing fast. Wake Tech yesterday really wanted to slow the game down. Dolphins are happy to get up and down. They get a steal here. Bowser up top over to Darius Kane from the logo. Got it to go. Darius Kane buries the triple. Kane, who had just 5 yesterday, 11.4 points per game during the season. Leading assist man in Region 10, trying to pick a pocket here. Gladden staying with the basketball, though. Borg now collides with Olio. Olio gives Brunswick its 2nd team foul. Kramer will come back in. Sebastian Kramer with 25 yesterday in the victory against Wake Tech. 5th in scoring in Region 10 during the regular season at just over 17 points a game. And he's right behind Darius Kane. He's 2nd in assists per game in the region at 6 per contest. Here's Ward giving it up to Gladden. Gladden backing down now, cut off, gets it out. Kramer right wing. Shot clock's at 4. Kramer's got a hoist. He does, misses it. Good defense here by Brunswick. Darius Kane now dribbling out of trouble into the front court. That trap stayed with him the whole time he dribbled down, but able to keep possession here with no trouble. Gets it back now. Darius the crossover. He'll try it again from that spot. Not that time, though. Tipped for the rebound, and it comes to Cooley. Salkehatchie down by 6 with the basketball. Kramer attacks, hangs, can't score. Rebound by Rowe. Rowe looking to push. Ahead to Brooks. Brooks, no, but he's fouled. 3rd team foul on Salkehatchie, and we'll send Jamie Brooks to the free throw line. Really good free throw shooter for a big at 80% during the regular season. Brooks, again, had 18 points yesterday. 2nd best shooter in Region 10, 62.2. And his first free throw is good. He's got 3 points so far today. You can see the scores for the player totals in the bottom left of your screen as well. As Jeremiah McCain comes back in, Borg goes out with 2 points. Brooks can't get the friendly rim on the 2nd. Rebound by Ward. Here comes Salk. Down by 7. Gladden crossing over, gets around one man, met by Brooks, blocked but fouled. So Jai Gladden will go to the free throw line. Mentioned Kramer is just behind Darius Kane with 6 assists per game, 2nd best. Well, Gladden is 8th in the region at 4.2 assists per game. He's 2nd in the region in steals at 2.5. 66% free throw shooter. Misses the first. First appearance for Abai Biniam. He had 8 points off the bench yesterday for Salk. And it's going to be Zach Jenkins also to check in. So Gladden trying to salvage the trip. Salk's been stuck on 4 points for a while now. And Gladden gets 1 out of 2. He'll go out as Liam Phillips comes in. Phillips with 4 in the victory over Wake Tech yesterday. Darius Kane with the inbound to Elia. Kane gets it across midcourt. Back to Victor on the right wing. Elia from the half circle. Rainbow shot off the back rim. Offensive rebound by Rowe. Back out Elia for 3. Got another one. Victor Elia's second triple of the game. And it's all Brunswick right now, 14-5. Gladden, top of the key. Cooley from downtown. Can't answer. Tip for the rebound. Biniam fights and wins the battle. Jenkins now to Gladden. Gladden again, top of the key. Cut off at the free throw line and throws an absolute rocket out of bounds. Looking for Biniam in the corner. Good start for the Dolphins. 14-5 Brunswick over Salkehatchie here in our second semifinal. We'll be back to Richard Bland in just a moment.
At Richard Bland College, your path forward is already mapped with guaranteed transfer agreements to top four-year universities. RBC makes your path clear from day one. Start with smaller classes, save on tuition, then transfer seamlessly to the university of your choice. Your beginning at RBC is built for what comes next. 2 years here gets you a lifetime ahead. Richard Bland College, built to transfer.
Welcome back to Richard Bland. Most of you know this by now that I call the games remotely from my house. I'm in Cleveland, Ohio. We are getting beat down by wind. Now, those of you on the coast, you're used to wind, but we do not have the infrastructure for wind. So there is a small chance here that my power might go out. If that happens, it's just been relentless all day with like 60-mile-an-hour winds. And it's not going to stop anytime soon. So on the small chance that that does happen, Richard Bland will create a stream for you on their Huddle page that you guys can watch. I will provide a link to that in the description of this video. And again, it's a small chance. I just wanted to let everybody who's watching know that there is that chance. So just in case my power goes out and I'm not able to stay with you, we will have a link for you to go to watch this game. My mom actually just called me. She's got no power. Most of Cleveland is without power right now. Our power lines are buried, so we've been very, very fortunate thus far. But even buried power lines are above ground somewhere, and it's just a mess in this city today. It's an absolute mess. There's lines down everywhere. Again, here in Northeast Ohio, there's just not that. We don't have the infrastructure to handle hurricane-force winds this sustained. Turnaround shot is no good by Brooks, so just keep that in the back of your mind. If you see this broadcast go down, if we lose power, we'll get it up for you. It'll be on Richard Bland's Huddle. Flip shot is no good by Liam Phillips, and then on the rebound, we got a foul, I believe, on Salk here. 14-7 Brunswick. Amari Latham coming into the game. That is the first sub for Walter Shaw. Again, a lot of these starters for Brunswick well rested. as they sat for the bulk of that second half yesterday. Into the front court, Kane. Again, not too much trouble with the press so far. Alayo, 2 triples so far today, not that time. Offensive rebound, Latham, no, but he's fouled. So Amari gonna go to the free throw line. He had 6 points yesterday in the victory over Cape Fear. Amari Latham, 66% from the charity stripe this year. 7.6 points per game during the regular season. Latham in March, though, 13.7 points, 65% shooting from the field. So upped his production towards the end of the regular season. Here's Jordan Durham, who had 13 yesterday for Brunswick. Borg is back in for Salk. Borg for Salk. Let me try to do this as quickly as possible. McCain, Ward, Cooley, and Kramer. That's the 5 right now as Latham gets 1 out of 2. So Dolphins by 8. Game that's had 2 lead changes. It's our first game of the tournament with more than 1 lead change. Cooley had a bit of trouble, but able to gather. Out to Ward. Ward, couple of fakes, has it poked away. Latham with the steal. Latham. Nice pass, Amari to Durham for 2. Lead grows to 10. It's all Brunswick at the start of this one. 17-7. Kramer attacking. Kramer leaves it for Cooley. Nice recovery there by Brooks defensively, and then we got a foul on the rebound on Salk. That's going to be team foul number 6 on Salkehatchie. Brunswick with just 2. McCain out. Jai Gladden will come back in. The good thing if you're a Salk fan is this team's got so much firepower. They could be down 20 or 30, and they'll be able to come back. You're going to see that push off there by Victor Alayo. So Salk's going to get the basketball right back. That's an easy call to make. So a bad foul there by Brunswick. Let's see if Salk can capitalize. They've gotten very little so far today offensively. Kramer to inbound. Gladden on the wing. And that ball is poked away and deflected off Kramer. So it's going back to Brunswick. How about the defense for the Dolphins so far in this one? Inbound to Durham in the backcourt. Now Kane. Kane's got his work cut out for him today. It's going to be ball pressure day and night for Darius. Latham lost the ball. It's recovered by Brooks. Brooks tiptoes to stay in bounds, and it's deflected out of bounds, last touched by Salk, they say. Guy underneath didn't see it there. Biniam returning. And Ward will go out. Here's Blake Bartney. First appearance for him today as Alayo goes to the bench. Bartney, a good game against Cape Fear yesterday with 14. 8th best three-point shooter in Region 10, Blake Bartney, 37%. He gets the inbound. Bartney to Latham. Latham over his defender, able to bank it off the glass. Amari Latham with 3. Lead is 12 for Brunswick, 19-7, just 7 on the board for Salk. Averaging 112 points per game and 104.9 in Region 10 play. Dolphins have played great defense at the start. This is championship defense right here for Brunswick. Cooley spinning, throws it off the glass and scores. Tough bucket there by Cooley. You see how hard Salk has to work just to get a field goal here. And Cooley definitely earned that one. Kane now into the front court. Kane attacks, bounce passes it down low, and it's Jamie Brooks for 2. Brooks now with 5, 21-9 Brunswick. Kramer can't answer, but he's fouled, and he'll shoot free throws. Team foul number 4 on Brunswick, 11:57 to go here in the first half. Dolphins leading Salkehatchie 21-9. We'll be back with more Region 10 semifinal action from Richard Bland in just a bit.
Start here, go far. At Richard Bland College, you can complete your first 2 years, save thousands on tuition, and transfer seamlessly to one of our 35-plus partner universities. Strong foundation, smooth transfer, real savings.
Questions?
Within a tranquil campus setting. Richard Bland College, your bridge to a 4-year future. Apply today.
That's me, Chris Shima. Glad to be back with you here at the Region 10 semifinals. Brunswick 21, Salkehatchie 9. 11:57 left to go here in this opening half. Winner of this game will play Gaston, the top seed, advancing over Richard Bland earlier today. Gaston led that game by as many as 22. Had to kind of hang on. Richard Bland was able to get it briefly within 9 towards the end of that game, but Rhinos, the top seed, able to hold them off, and they advance to the championship game tomorrow at 1 p.m. Sebastian Kramer, 73% free throw shooter, gets them both to go. He'll go out as Zach Jenkins returns. Darius Kane looking to inbound it, gets it into Durham, back to Darius. Darius surveys, doing a nice job with the ball handling. Like I said, under the gun today against this pressure from Salk. Trapping zone right now. Here's Durham, foot on the line, long on the jumper and away from the ball. We got a foul on the rebound, and it's going on Borg. And I believe that's going to be a 1-and-1 here for Brunswick. So Brooks at the line with 5 points today. Victor Elisle leads all scorers with 6. Brooks right behind him. So Dolphins are going to have 11:41 of bonus time here in this first half. Well, like I said, we had 72 combined free throws the last time these two teams met. So far, Dolphins doing a nice job not fouling. Salk needs to figure it out on the defensive end themselves. Too many whistles against them. Ward is back in. Gladden also back in. Borg, Kramer, and Cooley. That's the 5 right now for Salk. So Brooks gets them both. He's got a game-high 7 now, 22-11. Dolphins doubling up Salk. 2 seed over the 3 seed. Again, matchup of the last 2 Region 10 champs. Kramer attacking. He's got Gladden out on the wing. Gets him. And the 3 goes in and out. Tipped up and in. Nicely done there by Kramer. 23-13. Brunswick by 10. Kane across midcourt. Scoops over to Durham. Durham attacks. Fading away. He got it to go. Jordan Durham's second basket. Inside 11 to play here in the first half. Cooley attacking. Cooley got tripped up. That's team foul number 5 on Brunswick. Dolphins trying to become the first team to go back-to-back in the region since 2019. Cape Fear won in 2018-2019. They're the last team to do it. We have had 4 different winners in the last 4 seasons in Region 10. The last 2, as I mentioned, are on the court today. Ward was stripped but fouled, so that's 16 fouls on Brunswick. Gavin Ward, what a season. Second team all-region, 17.8 points per game, third best in the region. 42% from 3, third best in the region. The best free throw shooter in the region, not showing it there though, 83.5% during the season. 6th best rebounder at 7.1, and he's 4th in steals at 2.3. So far today he's got just 2 points. Ty Outlaw is in the game for Brunswick. More shuffling for Salk as well as Ward gets 1 out of 2. So he's up to 3. So both teams are in the bonus over the final second half of this first half. Second semifinal in the Region 10 tournament here today. Darius Kane top of the key, Bartney on the right wing. Ty Outlaw posting up, but Bartney goes to Kane instead. Now Outlaw out to set a screen. Instead they go to Bartney, cut off on the baseline, back out to Darius. Darius steps right, inside the arc to Bartney in the corner. 3 on the shot clock. Got a hoist, he does. It's too strong on the triple try, and Kramer's got another rebound. Sebastian Kramer into the forecourt, turns on the Jets, goes to the hoop, and he's going to the free throw line. It's Ty Outlaw who will make him earn it. And it's official now that both teams are over the limit, but this will be 2 shots here for Kramer. Sebastian Kramer, 73%. First team all-region. 6 assists per game. He had over 10 assists 4 times this year. He's got 5 points here today for Salk. Zach Jenkins coming in. One out of 2 again for Salk at the free throw line as Brunswick saves it. Ty Outlaw, nicely done. Elias Bowser back in the game, brings it into the front court. Bowser, Bartney, Outlaw, Latham, and Kane. Slam dunk by Amari Latham. He's got 5 now. Dolphins by 12 again. Kramer attacks. Kramer able to answer right back. He's got 7 now. Salk's got to try to force some turnovers here, see if they can get their first run of the game going. So far, their defense hasn't been able to do much against Brunswick. 27 on the board already for the Finns. Here's Latham. Latham shuffled his feet. Victor Alayo hit a couple of triples early in the half, is back in the game for Blake Bartney. And Biniam returning for Salk. Gavin Ward will take a seat. Biniam on the left wing. Top of the key, it's Cooley. Here is Borg, cut off. Biniam, defender gambled, went for the steal. Ooh, Outlaw might have recovered enough to alter that shot. Throw ahead goes to Alayo. Alayo hangs, banks it off the glass. Dime there by Darius Kane. Alayo now with 8. Ball gets away, but Salk stays with it, and they want to talk about it. 8:49 left to go here in the opening half. Dolphins have been up double digits for most of this afternoon. We'll take a break.
Start here, go far. At Richards Land College, you can complete your first 2 years, save thousands on tuition, and transfer seamlessly to one of our 35-plus partner universities. Strong foundation, smooth transfer, real savings.
Questions?
Within a tranquil campus setting. Richard Bland College, your bridge to a 4-year future. Apply today.
Salkehatchie with 23 on the shot clock, 8:49 to go here in this first half. Kramer with 7 points. Cooley gets it back to him. Kramer driving in, bounce passes it to the cutter, extra pass, and Alayo was ready for it. Interception there and another steal for Brunswick as Victor Alayo brings it into the front court. He's got a game-high 8. Kramer right behind him with those 7. Bowser thought about the 3. Now back out to Alayo. Latham, and away from the ball, we get an offensive foul on Ty Outlaw. 8 fouls on Brunswick. Gavin Ward is back in for Biniam. Linwood Rowe is going to come in for Brunswick, and he'll replace Ty Outlaw. So Outlaw, 2 fouls, departs. Kramer with the bounce pass down low to Cooley. Cooley, reverse shot goes. That's his second bucket. 29-19. Inside 8 minutes to go in the half. Darius Kane into the front court. Down low, Latham blocked by Ward. Ward saves it. Nice defense there by Gavin Ward. Averages a block a game. Borg for 3, and he's fouled. Ruben Borg will get 3 free throws when we come back. 7:44 to go in the half. Salkehatchie chance to cut into this deficit when we return. Back at Richard Bland, Region 10 semifinal, number 2. Winner goes to the championship game against the top seed Gaston tomorrow at 1. Ruben Borg at the line for 3. 74% free throw shooter. First time in single digits, within single digits for Salk in a while now. So Borg gets 2 out of 3. Ball batted around, but recovered by Brunswick. It's Caden Brewer in the game for the first time, coming down with the board. Victor Elia back to Brewer. Rowe trying to post up, down low. Latham at the free throw line, drives in, looking for Linwood. Nice pass. Good patient offense. Bucket no good, but it's tipped up and in by Latham, who's now got 7. Lead back to 10 for Brunswick. 2 seed over number 3 Salk. 31-21, nearing 7 to go in the half. Kramer cut off, out to Gavin Ward. Ward the runner, yes. Gavin Ward with 5. 31-23. Brewer into the front court. Brewer goes behind the back, and it's a strip but foul, and a late whistle that came there against Salkehatchie. Ward called for the foul. Still a 1-1 here. Caden Brewer will go to the line, 67% free throw shooter. Gladden is in for Jenkins. Brewer scoreless yesterday against Cape Fear. So an opportunity to get into the books here today. Brewer was the only person who didn't score yesterday against Cape Fear. Everybody else able to get at least 1 point. Like I said, most of the starters were in single digits, aside from the post players, Rowe and Brooks, who scored 28 combined points in probably only 14 minutes. Brewer gets them both here, and the lead is 10 again. 33-23. Ward into the front court. Kramer on the left wing. Looking for the cutter. Gets it to Cooley. The ball fake. Cooley had it poked away. Latham again. Active hands defensively for Brunswick here. Elia to Brewer on the left wing. Brewer, couple of fakes. Gives it up now to Rowe. Back out to Caden Brewer for 3. It comes right to Latham, and Latham is fouled again. Both teams racing towards the double bonus here with 6:06 to go in the first half, and Latham again with 7 points. Victor Elia still got the game high with 8, but Latham can pass him if he can hit both free throws here. Jenkins returns for Salk. Scoreless so far in the first half after 9 points yesterday against Wake. So Latham now with 9. Lead back to 12 for Brunswick. 35-23. They have limited Salk offensively. 3 ball does not go. Shot's not falling right now for Salk with Jenkins off, and we got another whistle. Double bonus now for Victor Elia in the Brunswick Dolphins. We might have 72 combined free throws in this first half. So Victor Elia, 6 points yesterday. He's already passed that today with 8. 77% free throw shooter. Matches Latham now with a game-high 9 points. Can be the first player in the game with double figures here if he can net this second free throw. Missed it short, but it comes right to Rowe. Terrible box out, and Rowe's got his second basket. Just a fundamental thing that Salk was napping on right there, and now they're down 15. Gladden on the wing. Cross court to Borg. Borg backing down on Brewer, throws it off the glass too strong. Alayo another rebound, throws ahead to Latham. Extra pass, slam dunk by Linwood Rowe. It's all Brunswick here in the first half. The lead grows to 17, and Kramer able to draw a foul. So he'll get 2 shots. Outside of the fouls, though, Brunswick has played a complete game, especially defensively. But this is good if you're Salkehatchie. You're struggling from the field. Keep attacking. You know you're going to get the whistle. Salk's the best free throw shooting team in Region 10 at 72% as a team. Beniam and Cooley back in for Salk. Kramer with an opportunity now to join the 9-point club in this game. And he does. He'll come out as Phillips comes in. Brunswick by 15 with 5:06 to go here in the half. I think there's a wet spot nearest the Brunswick bench that the official was holding things up for, so they're going to clean that up. Dolphins' second straight year they went unbeaten at home. Won 9 straight games from January 17th to February 25th. Ranked as high as 20 in the country. Good shooting team, great shooting team for Walter Shawn this year. Bowser into the front court. That should be a kick ball. Instead, it's a tie-up. And possession arrow favors Salkehatchie. So Salk gets a break there because that ball was definitely off the foot of a Salkehatchie player. $19 games, including yesterday's game against Wake Tech, that Salk has gone over the century mark scoring. They're stuck on 25 here late first half. Credit the Dolphins defense. Borg contested 3. And the long rebound chased down by Bowser. Throws it ahead to Alayo. Extra pass. And the layup is good by Caden Brewer. 17-point lead for the Dolphins. Player down for Salk. Folks at the gym doing a great job. There's a lot of wet spots, a lot of bodies on the floor here in this helter-skelter physical first half. Jeremiah McCain returning for Ruben Borg for Salk, and Gavin Ward will come back in as well. Even when Brunswick won in the regular season, it was still a high-scoring game for Salk with 98 points. Their defense has totally taken them out of rhythm here in this semifinal, and there's an example of it. Double team comes and just an airmailed pass that goes out of bounds. Salk getting a taste of its own medicine here in this first half. They're used to forcing those kind of turnovers. They almost get one here, and they do. Going to the ground. That was a tip by Gladden, so credit Gladden with it. And then Cooley went to the floor to get it. Salk to the bucket. Again, another miss. Offensive rebound, though, by McCain, and his putback is good. So McCain with 4. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3:50 to be exact. Dolphins 15-point advantage. They break the press again. Latham is going to be fouled. So Latham is going to shoot a pair when we come back. We've got 3:43 to go here in the first half of our second semifinal. The Brunswick Dolphins leading Salkehatchie 42-27. We'll take a break, come back here in just a moment. Welcome back to Richard Bland. Free throws upcoming here for Latham. Another opportunity for him to get into double figures, be the first player in the game to do so. Good first half off the bench, but the free throw is not falling right now for Amari. Still stuck on 9 points. Missed them both. Ball tipped. Kramer's got the rebound for Salk. What can they find offensively? Dolphins' defense has been outstanding here in this first half. Gladden has his pocket picked by Latham, and then a frustration foul on Jai Gladden. You might hear the whistle. The audio is not 100% in sync, so that's why the whistles seem a little quick or a little late, depending on your perspective, maybe. 2 more free throws again for Latham. The free throw parade continues. We were hoping for a cleaner game. We have not gotten it. Teams are going to the bench. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure if somebody called timeout or what, but I guess we're going away again, so we'll step aside. The timeout was a debate with the officials on whether or not it was a common foul or not. How could it not? What else would it have been? Anyways, so we'll try this again. Latham again, another opportunity. Missed his last 2 free throws. And he's missed 3 straight now. Brunswick would be up 20+ if their free throws were going down. Salt can't stop fouling. So Latham gets 1 out of 2. He is now the first player in double figures. He'll go out. Durham comes back in. Lead is 16 for the Dolphins. We had 2 lead changes very early in this game, which matches the total number of lead changes from our first 4 games. Hesitation. Ward attacks. Swings it out to Borg, top of the key. Shot clock at 9. Salk just not in rhythm. Kramer attacking. Kramer gets 1 man in the air, but guess what? Bowser stayed with it, blocks the shot. ahead to Brewer. Brewer going to the free throw line. It's the story of the half. Defense to offense, but Dolphins being asked to earn it at the charity stripe. Gladden's up to 3 fouls. So Caden Brewer back at the line, getting 67% during the regular season. How about Caden Brewer? He was the only player who didn't score yesterday against Cape Fear. He's got 7 now here in the first half for Brunswick. Make it 8. .247 to go in a very long first half. Ball tipped. Nice hands there by Durham. Alayo trapped in the corner, dribbled out of trouble, got it to Brewer. Throws front court to Bowser. Bowser sets himself, fires, airballed the 3. He was too open. And then Rowe with the missed time jump. So ball will go back to Salk as Duas Alemdar will come in for the first time. Alemdar had 3 points, yesterday. Salkehatchie beat Wake Tech. Adam Wainwright's probably watching this game back in Raleigh saying, why couldn't they have shot like this against me? Here's Kramer into the front court. Kramer the lone bright spot with 9 points. Ward's got 5. And Kramer just keeps attacking, and the Dolphins keep fouling. Bowser trying to say he was able to wrestle the ball away, but officials are not biting. More free throws. It's not pleasant. It's just not a pleasant game of basketball when it's like this. So Kramer, again, 73% at the line. He can join Latham in double figures, and he does now with 10. Jenkins back in the game for Salk. Walter Shaw is starting to work the official, it looks like, a little bit. So 1 out of 2 for Kramer. Lead remains 17 for Brunswick. Into the front court is Rowe. Caden Brewer now to Durham. Durham attacks off the glass and in. Tough basket there for Jordan Durham, who's got 6. Kramer again. Had it stripped. Throw ahead goes to Brewer. Brewer off the glass. What a play. Rowe slam dunk. Lead is 21 for the Dolphins. Minute 40 to go in the half. Kramer keeps attacking, and this time he's able to score. So a dozen now. 12 of the 30 by Sebastian Kramer, the first-team All-Region member for Salk. Spinning Rowe swings it out. Bowser open for 3. Couldn't get it to go. Good positioning there on the rebound by Durham, and then he's fouled. Jordan Durham is 57% at the line, had 13 points yesterday. Good tournament so far. He's got 6 in the first half, looking to add to it. Biniam comes in for Kramer. A little more size out there for Matt Lynch's team. Durham misses them both. Boy, Dolphins leaving some points off the board via the free throw line here in the first half. That's about the only complaint you can have for the Dolphins here. They've played fantastic defense in this first period and have built Currently a 19-point advantage here in the semifinals. So Biniam to inbound. Inside a minute to go here until halftime. Shot clock is down to 12. Ward is it up, catch and shoot to Lemdar for three, no good. Rebound controlled by Rowe. Alayo throws cross court to Bowser. Front court, it's Durham. Down low, Rowe, another slam dunk. And that gets Linwood Rowe into double figures. That's kind of what I was talking about, as Ward's going to go to the free throw line. Dolphins are not intimidated by the press, and they're not intimidated by the speed of the game. They're happy to go up and down. 3.5 difference between the game and shot clock. We'll see if Walter Shaw uses a timeout to set up a play. He's been doing that more lately. Try to run some time down. Ward in and out on the free throw. Again, the best free throw shooter in Region 10 is 1 for 3 today. Phillips comes back in for Salk. Latham going to come in here for Brunswick. And Alayo, nope, correction. Rowe will go out. Latham with 10, Rowe with 10. 20 of the 51 from those two guys. So Ward trying to get 1 out of 2, he does. 6 points in the game for Gavin Ward. Brewer to inbound it here. Into Alayo. For his front court to Durham. Swings it out, Bowser. Passed up the open three, Durham. Down low, Latham. Latham blocked. Good defense there, Biniam. So last shot time here for Salk if they want to. Ward across midcourt with it. 9 seconds to go. Ward backing down. Contested shot. Great defense there by Alayo. And the Dolphins are going to take a 20-point lead into the locker room. All Brunswick. Perfect defense by the Dolphins, aside from too many fouls maybe. But they limit the best scoring team in the country to 31 at the half. The 2-seed Brunswick 51, 3-seed Salkehatchie 31. We'll take the halftime break. We'll be back in 15 minutes with all the second half action. Don't go too far.
At Richard Bland College, your path forward is already mapped, with guaranteed transfer agreements to top four-year universities. RBC makes your path clear from day one. Start with smaller classes, save on tuition, then transfer seamlessly to the university of your choice. Your beginning at RBC is built for what comes next. 2 years here gets you a lifetime ahead. Richard Bland College, built to transfer.
We are underway here in the second half of our second semifinal. The Region 10 men's basketball tournament here at Richard Bland, and it starts with the Dolphins' turnover backcourt violation. The 2-seed Brunswick Dolphins 51, 3-seed Salkehatchie 31. Kirshima, glad to be back with you. So let's see what adjustments Matt Lynch and company make as we start this second half. Poor shooting, poor offensive performance for Salk in that first half, and not much on the defensive end either, as the turnaround shot is no good. Darius Kane throws it ahead to Bowser. Extra pass to Alayo. Bucket no good, but he's fouled. And a lot of fouls. This game is slop. Put it in the hog trough and give it to the pigs, because that's what it has been. Just slop. So Victor Alayo at the free throw line. You can't ask for a better defensive first half from the Dolphins, aside from the whistles. Victor Alayo at the free throw line again, looking to get into double figures. Kramer in double figures for Salk with 12. He was the lone offensive bright spot for them. So Alayo now with 10. Ward with 6. Cooley and Borg and McCain all have 4 points each. Gladden with 1. Rowe, Alayo, and Latham all have 10 points each. Rowe now with Alayo with 11. Brewer with 8. Brooks with 7. Durham with 6. Darius Kane with 3. That's the scoring. Here is Cooley attacking. Rejected by Brooks. Gets it back now out to McCain, top of the key. Winner of this game will play Gaston as McCain with the runner. Gaston advancing to the championship game. Taking down the host school, Richard Bland, earlier today. Championship game tomorrow at 1 p.m. here on YouTube. Bowser rising, can't score. Elias is scoreless here so far. Good active hands, wanted the steal, ran out of real estate. But good activity defensively for the Dolphins. They've had a number of forced turnovers against Salkehatchie. Salkehatchie came in, tops in the country with 15.6 steals per game. Like I said, at the end of the first half, Dolphins kind of giving them a taste of their own medicine here in this game. McCain crossing over, step back jumper, no. Tip for the rebound, it's controlled by Brooks. Brooks dribbles out of trouble. Alayo, pass tipped. Jamie had it for a moment, then Ward comes up with the steal, ahead to Kramer. Kramer pull up from right of the lane, in and out, rebound by Bowser. You see what Brunswick is doing here on these rebounds as Alayo fires a 3, no good. Tipped up and in by Brooks. Just take the ball and go. Don't let them set up that trapping pressure on a live ball. Kramer backs it out now. 3 by Ward, no good. Just a cold shooting performance for Salk, but again, most of their shots have been contested like that one. Down low it goes to Rowe. Rowe off the glass, gets the friendly rim. Linwood Rowe now with a dozen. Biggest lead for Brunswick now out to 24 points. Cooley. And Cooley is fouled.
Foul called against the Dolphins, number 15, Victor Alayo. That's his second personal foul, 2001.
So both teams with a team foul here in the first 2.5 minutes. Roman Cooley had 13 yesterday, just 2 today. 79% free throw shooter, 11.6 points per game during the regular season. 6.3 rebounds. Ruben Borg is in with 4 points as McCain goes out with 6. So 1 out of 2 for Cooley. Jenkins is in. This is a matchup of The last two Region 10 tournament champs, Dolphins winning a season ago. Matt Litch won his first year at Salkehatchie 2 years ago. They were out in the first round last year. And barring a comeback, they're going to be out in the semifinals here this year. Victor Alayo driving, reverse no, but he's fouled. So the free throw contest seems like it's going to continue throughout this second half. Again, the last meeting there were 72 combined free throws. I think we're racing well past that. We have to be. So Alayo back at the line. Most of it I see, there's been some real ticky-tacky stuff though. I just hope they let him play a little bit more in the championship game than they've let him play here in this one. But again, a lot of these calls are relatively easy to make. Cooley comes back in. So Alayo now with 13 points in the game. Here's Gladden, blocked but fouled.
Foul committed by the Dolphins, number 24, Jamie Brooks. That's his third personal foul.
So Jamie Brooks has 3. Jai Gladden, 66% free throw shooter, hit 1 out of 2 in the first half. So Gladden again, 1 out of 2. He'll depart. Phillips comes in. Scoreless first half for Liam Phillips. Bowser on the far side got the inbound from Kane. Now Kane nearest us. Back to Bowser in the front court. Darius out deep. Takes it left side. Scoops to Alayo. Now Bowser on the right wing. 10 to shoot for Brunswick. Bowser backing down, fading away. Can't get it to go. Rebound controlled by Kramer. Kramer attacks, swings it out. Borg open for 3. Got it to go. Ruben Borg was 7. Down to 21 now. Kane turned it over early. I don't think he's had a turnover since then. Patient offense there by Rowe. Too strong off the glass, though. Kramer. Phillips. Borg back to Sebastian Kramer for 3. No good. And skying for the rebound, Cooley, and Jamie Brooks just picked up his 4th foul. 3 team fouls on Brunswick, and Brooks will go to the bench for quite a while. So Latham, who's been great off the bench today with 10 points in the first half, will get extended time now as Jamie Brooks will go out of the game. Brooks hasn't been happy with a lot of these calls. That was an easy one, though. I mean, he just undercut the rebounder. So it's Gladden to inbound it. Borg trouble with the pass, able to save it. Latham with another steal. That might be his 3rd steal of the game. What energy off the bench for Brunswick here today by Latham. Bowser attacks, had it poked away. So it's a steal by Phillips. Phillips, bounce pass ahead to Borg. Borg, the reverse, no. Follow through is good by Cooley. He's up to 7 today. So Salk, first time in the second half, they're within 20. Darius Kane crossing over. Down low, Rowe, turnaround bucket is good. Rowe now with 14. Back to 21 for Brunswick. Matt Lynch directing traffic, Gladden attacking. Bounce passes to the cutter down low. Nice little reverse there by Cooley, who's up to 9. Offense starting to pick up a little bit for Salkehatchie. Can they get stops? I mean, what kind of foul is that? Gladden just threw himself right into a Brunswick player. Did they not call that? We'll sort it out. We got a timeout, 61-42 in favor of Brunswick as we go to our first timeout here in this second half.
At Richard Bland College, your path forward is already mapped, with guaranteed transfer agreements to top four-year universities. RBC makes your path clear from day one. Start with smaller classes, save on tuition, then transfer seamlessly to the university of your choice. Your beginning at RBC is built for what comes next. 2 years here gets you a lifetime ahead. Richard Bland College, built to transfer.
So there was no foul called. Of all of the things that they've been whistling today, they did not call a clear collision. Now, I looked at the replay, and it actually looks like the Brunswick player made contact first. So you could have made the case. I mean, there was so much contact on that play. But it's a turnover for Brunswick, so out of the timeout, Salk with the basketball. I mean, some of the ticky-tack stuff they've called today, and then two players colliding into one another, nothing. Gladden attacks, couldn't score. Shot clock at 1, and the Dolphins' defense again flexing its muscles here in this semifinal game. 14:35 to go, Brunswick by 19. They've led this game by as much as 24 points. Liam Phillips is in as Borg goes out. Darius Kane throws to Alayo in the front court. Backs it out to Kane. Kane swings it out. Alayo, deep three. No good, and on the rebound, Durham back in hand position. And he is fouled. So both teams with 3 team fouls. Just about 6 minutes into this second half. McCain back in for Phillips. So Durham to inbound it. Darius Kane on the right wing. Guarded by Gladden. Here's Durham nearest us. 10 to shoot. Durham on the move. Can't score, but he's fouled. Four team fouls on Salk. Durham with 6 points, 57% free throw shooter. Not a bad guy to make earn it. Biniam in for Salk, and Ward goes out. Borg for Sebastian Kramer. Durham misses them both. And of all the attempts, we've seen quite a few misses from the free throw line today as well, including Salk, which normally shoots free throws very well. Cooley for 3, no good. Latham the rebound. Throw ahead to Rowe. We're off to the races. Latham blocked from behind. He saved it, but saved it to Cooley. Throw ahead to McCain. McCain attacks. McCain high off the glass, got it to go. Tough basket by McCain, who's got 8. Salk within 17 here. Trying to make things interesting after going down 24 earlier in the half. Backing down Rowe, swings it out Alayo to Darius Kane. Kane for 3, no good. Tip for the rebound. Salk has it. Off to the races again. McCain into the front court. McCain spinning. High off the glass, can't score. Offensive rebound, Cooley, and his putback is good. That gets Cooley into double figures with 11. It's a 15-point game now. Dolphins need a basket here. Salk starting to make a run. Alayo with 13 in the game, has the basketball out deep. And he is fouled by Biniam. That is team foul number 5 on Salkehatchie. Ty Outlaw checking in the game for Linwood Rowe. Rowe goes out with 14 points. Sebastian Kramer returns with 12 in the game. McCain goes out. McCain, some good minutes, good energy there. Surprised to see him go out of the game. And on the inbound, Borg is called for a foul. This is the really irritating thing with this Salk team. You know, you're trying to get back into the game. Your offense is finally starting to flow, and you're about to put a team in the bonus with 12:41 to go in the game. You can't come back if you're constantly giving up free points. It just doesn't work that way. They've got to figure this out. They cannot keep fouling. Victor Alayo attacking, and there's some good defense. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Force that turnover. McCain comes back in, just like that. Real quick sub. Alemdar goes out. McCain, couple of pumps, gets it out. Borg for 3, too strong. Latham the rebound. Blake Bartney in the game, had the tiptoe to keep it in bounds. Kane into the front court now. And Bartney colliding with Kramer, and the foul will be on Sebastian Kramer. And it's bonus time for Brunswick. This is exactly what I'm talking about here. Blake Bartney scoreless so far after his 14-point performance in the quarterfinals. Brewer with a real good first half with 8 points. He comes into the game. Blake Bartney, 67% free throw shooter, 8th best three-point shooter in the region at 37.2. Brunswick as a team shot 37% from 3. They are not making their free throws, though. Neither team really is. Borg gives it up to Biniam. Biniam shot blocked, gets it back, and then it's poked away. Darius Kane comes away with it. Kane looks to push, throws it ahead to Latham, spinning, the reverse, got it to go. Defense to offense for Latham. He initiated that defense, and Brunswick pushes it back to a 17-point advantage. Here's McCain. And Amari again with the steal. Latham gives it up. Bartney, no. Before the shot, it's an offensive foul called on Brunswick. Team foul number 4 on the Dolphins with 11:29 left to go in this semifinal game. Brunswick leads at 63-46 over Salkehatchie. We'll take a break, come back to Richard Bland in just a bit.
Start here, go far. At Richard Bland College, you can complete your first 2 years, Save thousands on tuition. And transfer seamlessly to one of our 35+ partner universities. Strong foundation, smooth transfer, real savings.
Questions?
Within a tranquil campus setting. Richard Bland College, your bridge to a 4-year future. Apply today.
Welcome back to Richard Bland. It is 63-46 Dolphins. Brunswick's been up double digits for most of this contest. Dolphins trying to go back to the championship game. This would be, let's see, they won in, I think it would be their 4th championship game appearance in the last 5 seasons. Trying to become first back-to-back Region 10 champion since Cape Fear did it in 2019. Salk not going to go quiet, though. Ward gives it up to Cooley. Cooley hangs, can't score. Ball batted around. It's ripped away by Bartney. Bartney throws it ahead to Brewer. Brewer lays it up and in. Caden Brewer in double figures with 10. Came in averaging 3 a game. He was scoreless yesterday. Great production off the bench for Walter Shaw today in the semifinals. It's always those other guys who step up. Ward for 3. Just not finding the range, Salk, today. Bartney now. Darius to Blake in the front court. Nearing the midway point of this second half, Dolphins have led by as many as 24. Up by 19, looking for more. Ty Outlaw with an easy 2 there. Defense gambled, went for the steal, left Outlaw open. Lead back to 21 for Brunswick. Here's Gladden attacking. Caden Brewer poked it away 2 different times, and then we have a whistle. Blake Bartney was fouled. And Bartney going to shoot a 1-and-1. 8th team foul on Salk. Borg's got 3. Ward has 4 fouls. Gladden's got 3 fouls. Blake Bartney back at the line. Again, scoreless today, and 14 yesterday against Cape Fear. Got the front end this time. One out of 2. Ty Outlaw, though. Ball bounced right to him. And Bartney was out of bounds. So a rare mental error here today for Brunswick. Gives the ball back to Salkehatchie, but Salk, if they're going to make a run, it's got to start now. You want to get to that 5-minute mark with this being a 10-point game to feel like you've got a chance. Kramer, no good. Kramer follows his miss. Out to Ward for 3. Just another open look, not falling. This is what happened with Salk in the second meeting against Brunswick during the regular season. Their threes just were not falling. Down low, it's Rowe, couple of nice fakes. He's got 2 more, 16 to his total now for the day. Kramer to the bucket, no, but he's fouled. This matches the biggest lead of the game. Salk briefly had that run to cut it down, and Brunswick has pushed it right back out. Kane's got 3 fouls, so going to have to keep a little eye on that. Kramer with a team-high 12 points. Kramer had some big games this year. 38 points against Polk in the season opener, 36 against Caldwell back on the 21st of February. He's got 14 here in the semifinals as McCain comes in for him. Kane with the inbound to Brewer. And that is a steal. And then a foul called, I believe, on Bartney. That is 16 fouls on Brunswick now, I believe. Or is it 5? Scoreboard says 5, so that's what we'll go with. Nope, now it says 6. I think that's what the official went over to indicate to the scorer's table. So Ward top of the key. Ward drives in. Flip shot, no. Just everything contested. Even the open look's not really going in for Salk here today. Bad time to cool off. Bartney for 3. And we got another foul on the rebound. And that's going to lead to a 1-and-1 now for Salk. They're in the bonus over the final 9 minutes. Here we go again. I can't wait to see the box score for this one. I'm going to guess we'll be in the 80s with free throws. It depends on how the final 9 minutes go. If this one starts to really get away here, then we might see more clock burning. So McCain, opportunity to get into double digits now if he can get this second free throw to go down. So 1 out of 2 for McCain, and it goes out of bounds. That's off Beniam. So Brunswick will get it back. 8:58 to go in the game. Dolphins trying to join Gaston in the championship game. Salk trying to come back in this one. Rhinos beat Richard Bland earlier today.
Foul called against the Indians, number 2, Jay McCain. That's his 4th personal foul. Team foul number 9.
So McCain's got 4 fouls now. He'll go out. Kramer and Gladden back in. Ward is the other departee. Ty Outlaw. Final 1-and-1 now. They'll be in the double bonus the rest of the way. Outlaw, 54% free throw shooter, gets the front end. He's up to 3 points today. So Outlaw rims in the second. 4 for Ty. Kramer into the front court. Jenkins back in, gets it down low to Gladden. Gladden on the reverse, bucket and the foul. Ty Outlaw with another whistle.
His third personal foul.
3 on Ty Outlaw, as you might have heard. That was the first field goal for Gladden. He completes the old school three-point play. He's up to 5 points. Again, bulk of that from the free throw line. Blake Bartney out to Darius Kane near midcourt. Approaching 8 to go in the game. All Brunswick here today. Ty Outlaw backing down. He lost the handle. Here's Gladden on the left wing for Salk in the front court. Rowe back in for Brunswick. Kramer pull up, got the bank shot. 16 for Kramer here today. Blake Bartney. Bounce pass to Brewer in the front court. Alley-oop time. And it's mishandled. Into the front court comes Jenkins. Kramer, step back 3. No good. Rebound by Outlaw. Darius Kane throws it ahead to Brewer. 4-3. No good. Rebound controlled by Jenkins. Gladden out deep. Gladden got a screen from the elbow. Got it to go. 7 for Gladden. The lead is down to 16 again. 7:02 left to go. We got a timeout by Salkehatchie. We'll step aside as well.
Start here, go far. At Richard Bland College, you can complete your first 2 years, save thousands on tuition, and transfer seamlessly to one of our 35+ partner universities. Strong foundation, smooth transfer, real savings.
Questions?
Within a tranquil campus setting. Richard Bland College, your bridge to a 4-year future. Apply today.
Welcome back to Richard Bland. It's the Region 10 Men's Basketball Tournament here on YouTube. Second semifinal. Championship game tomorrow at 1 between Gaston and the winner of our game. Brunswick has led by as much as 24 points. Salk again not going away though. Elias Bowser is back in the game, playing hot potato with Darius Kane in the backcourt. Now Kane gets it across the timeline. Jamie Brooks also back in, basically the starters. Alayo and Rowe also out there. Here's a reverse by Kane. It hangs and goes down. What a bucket by Darius Kane. Kramer attacks. Kramer can't score, and then the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Brunswick. So extra chance opportunity here for Salkehatchie. And we'll see what they can do when we come back. Yet another timeout. 6:33 to go in the game. And the Dolphins leading by 18. Extra chance opportunity here for Salkehatchie. It's not been a good offensive performance by any stretch for Salk here today. Gladden gets the inbound, backs down, turnaround shot, no good. And we got a reach on the rebound. So they foul all the way at the other end of the court and put Brunswick in the double bonus. So Linwood Rowe going to the line for 2 shots now. 16 points for Linwood here today. He's a 65% free throw shooter. Rowe in the second half of the season, averaging close to 16 points per game. Shot 66% from the field and 6.5 boards. I think if I were a coach, I'd pretty much be a player's coach. I'd be the fun coach. But I could tell you right now, if my team missed as many free throws as we've seen these two teams miss, they'd be running after this game. They would be running full court sprints after this game. The free throw shooting, considering the gifts that have been given here today, has been abysmal. Rowe gets 1 out of 2. He's up to 17. Borg in the forecourt has his pocket picked. That's Alayo to the bucket, can't score. Kramer now. Here's Cooley. And Cooley gets hit by Jamie Brooks. Is that it for Brooks? How many fouls does he have? It's not up. That is his 5th, so Jamie Brooks' day is done. So Ty Outlaw will come back into the game. This will be the last 1-and-1 we have in the game. Both teams in the double bonus from here on out. Man, just ugly. Throw ahead goes to Rowe. Rowe off the glass and in. 19 for Linwood Rowe. The lead back to 21. Player down for Salk. So it looks like everybody's okay. What a steal there by Alayo. Slam dunk, coast to coast, defense to offense. Victor Alayo now with 15 in the game. Lead back to 23. Good response here for Brunswick after Salk started to make some noise. A little hop step by Kramer answers back, but it's looking like it's too little too late here for Salkehatchie, as Brunswick continues to control this basketball game. They have had no trouble against the press. Again, there was a turnover very early in the game. For the most part, though, this press has worked. Travel violation there. We'll give the ball back to Salk. 5:13 to go here in the semifinal. Again, championship game tomorrow at 1. We'll have it for you, and the full post-game coverage, celebration, cutting down to the net, all that good stuff tomorrow as we wrap up another season here in Region 10. Kramer going to the free throw line. And it's looking more and more likely that the Dolphins will be back in that championship game to take on Gaston. And if that's the case, it's a real good storyline because you're looking at Brunswick, who's got an opportunity to be the first team to go back-to-back in Region 10 since Cape Fear 7 years ago. It's had a different winner every year since that time. And on the other side for Gaston, they could be the 5th different team in 5 years to win the Region 10 tournament. Talk about parity. So 2 really good, interesting storylines for tomorrow's game. Still 5:05 to go in this one. Kramer up to 20 points as he goes out. It's Jenkins and Gladden back in for Salk. Inbound goes to Rowe. Inside 5 to go. Closing time now for the Dolphins. This Brunswick defense is really what got them this huge lead. They really took Salk out of rhythm offensively early on, and Salkehatchie has never really recovered from there. There's icing on the cake for Darius Kane, who buries his 2nd triple. He's up to 8 points. Just got to keep that clock moving right now if you're Brunswick. Don't give them free points with the clock stopped. So Ward buries a triple from the corner. Timeout Salkehatchie. They're down to 1 more left. And we'll step aside as well. 4:18 to go in this game. Let's take another look at the all-region team.
At Richard Bland College, your path forward is already mapped, with guaranteed transfer agreements to top 4-year universities. RBC makes your path clear from day 1. Start with smaller classes, save on tuition, then transfer seamlessly to the university of your choice. Your beginning at RBC is built for what comes next. 2 years here gets you a lifetime ahead. Richard Bland College, built to transfer.
Okay, so there was a foul called on Salkehatchie before that timeout. So it's Brunswick basketball. They lead by 19, and they're 4-10 away from the championship game. Bowser, they've done all of this with Elias Bowser scoring 1 point in the entire tournament so far. He tries to change that here, and he does. Buries a 3. That is his first basket today. Lead back to 22 for Brunswick. Well, it's going to be interesting. Brunswick and Gaston tomorrow. Gaston took it to them on their home court to wrap up the regular season title. How big does that game loom? The extra day of rest for Gaston. Dolphins turning it over here. The first meeting at Brunswick was a slugfest. 68-63 was the final. It was one of Gaston's worst offensive games of the year. Kramer in the lane gets it out. It's another three by Ward. This one in and out. Hit his last one. Ty Outlaw the rebound, then it's ripped away. And Cooley with an aggressive play there. 85-65. Cooley up to 13 points today. Bowser to Kane. Kane, Outlaw spinning, shooting, scoring. Ty Outlaw now with 6. Cooley spinning and blocked but fouled by Outlaw. Outlaw's up to 4. Cooley on the year, 79% at the line, 11.6 points per game during the regular season. He's got 13 here today. 13 yesterday in the quarterfinals, and he's stuck on 13. It's Phillips coming into the game for Alemdar. And McCain comes in for Ward. Both of those players have 9 points each for Salk here today. So 1 out of 2 at the line. Cooley now with 14. Kramer's got the game high 20. Victor Alayo trapped. He needs some help. Somebody's got to come help him. And do we have a timeout called? Okay, so they did call timeout. We'll step aside for 30 seconds as well. With 2:48 to go. Dolphins on their way to the title game. Okay, back at Richard Bland. 2:48 remaining in our second semifinal. This game has officially reached the 2-hour mark. Bowser to inbound it. Dolphins got to get it across here. They got 3 seconds to do so. That should be a 10-second violation. You don't reset it out of the timeout, but they let the Dolphins go. So Ty Outlaw scores. I'm pretty sure you don't get a fresh 10 out of the timeout. I might be wrong on that, though, as Kramer going to get 2 more free throws. Sebastian Kramer had 25 yesterday, up to 20 here today. Sebastian Kramer at the line, shooting 2. Versant Hill is going to come in. Rowe goes out. His day is done with 19 points. Great performance by him. Latham's been great today as well. Alayo with some timely buckets. How about Darius Kane, the ball handling today against this trapping pressure. Brewer off the bench with 10 points. Another whistle. McCain's day is done. He finishes with 9 points. Darius Kane, opportunity to get into double figures here. 75% free throw shooter. top assist man in Region 10 at 6.5 dimes per game. 9 points now here today. Kane now in double figures with 10, and his day is done. Jordan Barr will come into the game for him. This matches the biggest lead of the game for Brunswick. They've had it 3 different times now. 24-point lead. These guys are going to blow this whistle until the very end, ladies and gentlemen. So Gavin Ward at the line. He gets into double figures now with 10. Trey Herbert will come in. So the only starter still in the game right now is Victor Alayo. And I got to think he's coming out. John Jackson's going to come in for Ty Outlaw. So Ty's day is done with 8 points. And again, yeah, Alayo's still in there. We haven't seen Zion Gardner in this game today. Now Brewer's going to come in. So Brewer comes in for Alayo. Alayo departs with 15 points today. Caden Brewer. Now Barr. Back to Brewer. Pass looking to get it into the front court, deflected by Phillips with 2:07 to go. Again, the championship game will be tomorrow at 1 p.m. Top 2 seeds going to meet in a winner-take-all for the region. There's no at-larges or anything like that in Region 10. Brewer double-teamed, trying to dribble out of it. Went to the ground. Coming to help him is Barr. Shot clock down to 10 for Brunswick. For Sant Hill. John Jackson down low. Puts it up. Can't get it to go. Tipped rebound comes to Jenkins. Gotta throw that down, big man. You're 7 foot. Just dunk it. Jackson gonna be called for a foul. Salkehatchie's season will end at 24-8. Another good offensive performance all season long for Salk, but they stumble offensively here today. Just 69 points on the board. One of their lowest scoring games of the year, no doubt. Gavin Ward will come out. What a year for him. Second team all-region. Almost 18 points per game. Fantastic shooter. Cooley gets 1 out of 2. Walter Shaw called a timeout. Okay, timeout. 1:43 left to go. We are coming back in 30 seconds. Back here at Richard Bland. Dolphins going back to the championship game. So I'm trying to think back. They were in the championship game. Let me take a look here. We've got time. This game's never going to end. So in 21, they won it on their home court. That was the COVID year. 22, I believe they played against, no, they weren't in it against Caldwell, I don't think, in 22. They were in 23 against Cape Fear. Cape Fear won that game on their home court. So that's 2. So, and then the Dolphins won it last year. That's 3. So this would be the 4th time since 2021 that Brunswick was in the championship game. Possibly 5th. I can't remember if they were in it in 22 against Caldwell or not. I don't think so, though. That might have been one that I didn't do. Salkehatchie, of course, winning it 2 years ago, but coming up short last year in the opening round. This year, no trouble in the opening round against Wake, but all kinds of problems today against this Dolphins defense. And Dolphins fans have been with me all year. You guys hear me talk a lot about the Dolphins shooting, about the Dolphins offense, but it really has been their defense this year.
Leading Phillips at the line, shooting 2.
Phillips gets his first points of the game. Got them both. Borg will come back in. John Jackson trying to throw it down. Jackson throws it away. And that 3 in the corner goes in for Alemdar. That's his first bucket. Had 3 yesterday.
Foul committed by the Indians, number 15, Adam Video. That's his second personal foul. Trey Herbert at the line, shooting 2.
So Trey Herbert gets 1 out of 2. Beniam throws it to the top of the key. Ball deflected out to Jenkins. Open look, Alemdar for 3. Side rimmed it, and that'll go out of bounds back to Brunswick with 30.3. Dolphins should be able to just kill the clock here. How about the consistency, though, for Brunswick? 4 different appearances in the championship game, again, since 2021. That is not easy to do, folks. And their defense really made a statement here today against one of the top scoring teams in the country, the Dolphins. hold them to 75 in a 92-75 victory over Salkehatchie. So Walter Shaw's team is back in the championship game as the top 2 seeds hold court here at Richard Bland. It's Gaston and Brunswick tomorrow for all the marbles here in Region 10, and we'll have it for you again tomorrow at 1 p.m. Once again, your final today, Brunswick 92, Salk 75. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take care until tomorrow.